So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
So you make daddy a sandwich.
believe in a lot of cases that men and women have roles.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, you say it because people get
you
mad
better
when
believe
I say
it. I'm from this. Yeah, you better believe it.
I mean, I know you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, well, I'm only from Jersey,
Yeah,
but I do believe that if he wants a sandwich,
you make daddy a sandwich.
most of the time.
No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you,
You punch him in the face.
You want me to smack him in his mouth,
Yep,
right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
So you make daddy a sandwich.
I think I will after I get out of the shower.
Yeah.
But it'll get done.
If I'm outside cutting that grass, bring daddy some lemonade. It's hot outside. I'm cutting all this grass.
How come women are so resistant to pleasing a man in today's times? You know, satisfying a man, serving a man. I guess that would be the better word. Why are women so resistant to serving men in 2023?
Can I ask you guys a question before I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you experiencing this in real life, or are you just seeing it on the internet?
Oh, I'm just seeing it in real life. I'm just seeing it on the internet.
What about
you know what? Both. I see it on the internet and I see it in real life. Both.
What about you, Miles? Real life and the internet, or just the internet?
It's not a part of my life.
Yeah.
I can't relate to that.
Yeah.
That's why half of the shit I see, I think is fake, because it's not anything that I can point to.
And I'm kind of I don't know any woman, me being included, who's not excited to do stuff for y'all. Like I'm to make a sandwich, yeah, and I'm gonna make the bombest sandwich I can. Lemonade outside, I'm gonna freeze some special ice and give you a lemonade you ain't never had before. Like, what do we do? This is what we do. This is how it just is. Like, we want to go above and beyond. I guess what I can say, the only thing that is making sense to me with women being so resistant is their experiences with their negative experiences with men who weren't worth feeding, men who were emotionally abusive or physically abusive, men who just, didn't pull their weight at all. It doesn't mean that he slipped up here and there, but it's just like, you don't even barely have respect for the dude, which also speaks to the woman, because why would you be with somebody like that? Bottom line, it's our job to figure out who we're aligned with, because generally we're pretty excited to do those things. We are excited, looking for reasons and ways to serve with our new cups, our new ice cubes, glasses, plates. We learned this on YouTube. Decorate this is hype. This is our lane. This is our time to shine. So I don't understand that. I'll do the sandwich out the girl. If you don't go handle your business,
all you have to do is have the courage to say, get in there and make me a turkey on rye, 47 grain, heavy mayo, honey Dijon mustard, thinly sliced tomato. You understand that?
Got to put the emphasis on thinly. Huh?
That's how my man likes
thin, slight lettuce, Swiss. Like if you just have the courage to say it and mean it, that's the key. Because she'll know if you playing. Right. But if you really mean it, she's gonna go. Nah, I mean, like Jamie said, this is not I'm not gonna say this is not real, because I believe that there's a lot of women out here who feel that way. Like I found myself in a conversation recently about women who would fuck a dude that they wouldn't even cook for.
See, that doesn't.
And in my mind, that sounds insane.
It's
like the idea that giving me your vagina is less serious than you cooking me a meal. Like, I couldn't get my head around it, but that's not crazy to a lot of women.
No, that's ridiculous as hell.
That's I mean, that's what I thought, but that's where we at this point. So yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, man. Like
mean, if
Jamie
you look
said,
at
any chick that's solid and that's real with me, like a sandwich. I'm gonna ask you for way bigger shit than sandwiches. That's gonna be one of my lower asks over the course of us being together. Like, I
And you'd
I
rarely
don't
have to
know.
ask when
Yeah.
you're doing it right.
Yeah,
Like,
what it really comes down to is those responsibilities, those roles. I mean, that the first thing they talked about were the roles of a man and a woman, and it's easy to talk about the woman's roles and how those roles, have certain negative connotations on them. But back to his point, and it's even just it's bigger than just when somebody runs up, who's going to protect you. It's more of who's going to be there to set this whole relationship together, to put put it in a position where it can be successful. And taking on that responsibility as a man is different than what a woman's responsibility is in a relationship. At least for me, like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it being the other way. That's fine. But from my, from where I grew up and where I'm from, like, as a man, you take that role on, and that's your responsibility. So he's saying that at any time the man is due, you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna go, take a shower real quick, and then I'm gonna go lump this fool up for you because he's talking shit. Like, there's no hesitation when the fucking rent's due, when the kids need to be somewhere, when all of this shit goes down. You don't have time to hesitate on anything and take your time doing anything. And so to expect that in return, I don't think is out of this,
And see, and
well,
Kay,
facts.
you talking about the extreme shit, like the important shit, protecting and providing and all that. The amount of time that men spend listening to women, just the time and energy required to listen to women talk and tell story. Like, we should be getting fed like kings. Before we don't even got to get into paying the rent and knocking niggas out. I'm talking about the Oh, is that right? I mean, just the amount of that you do over the course of a relationship with a woman, you've earned
Okay.
unlimited sandwiches.
Okay,
in my
so that
book.
must be equivalent to how many times we got to tell y'all to do the same thing. Because when I send you to the store for the same thing, why would you come back with something you ain't never seen in this house before? Like, the amount of
you don't send me to the
direction
store.
and focus
That's one. But
yeah, if you're out and you're on the way home and I'm in the middle of dinner and something needs to be picked up, you can get that, and vice versa, right? No, that just doesn't make sense.
well, no, I mean, you can ask me to run to the store, but that's sending you to the store. And then if I do bring back the wrong shit, I still need to hear thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
So
it's a lot of mothering involved sometimes
I just think
with being
that
with men.
I just think
I mean,
that
y'all do a lot of talking. I don't think y'all realize all the time the amount of talk, the volume of speaking
yeah.
That's why we gotta have
unleash.
girlfriends. We gotta have girlfriends because we will talk. I get about
Yeah.
30 minutes of voice notes daily. We just be talking. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a lot.
It's
Do you
kind
have
of
an
like
iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry about it,
It's
Kay.
yeah.
You don't need a
Yeah,
voice
You
note.
don't need it.
don't worry about it, Kay.
Don't worry about that.
It's a balance, right? It's a balance. With women, the service comes in small doses. The protection comes in large doses, right? So as a man, when you're protecting, that protection is a large sacrifice, right? Like, if you finna bomb on a nigga, shoot a nigga, something, that's a large sacrifice right there.
Putting lives in danger.
Right. That's a large sacrifice. The service is a small sacrifice, but if you're doing it often, then it's going to equal that large sacrifice that a man has to make.
I'm glad you said
And
that.
that's the foresight that kind of women have to have with the service part. Is yes, it's not going to be tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat, because when I ask for that favor from this dude, it's going to be a big one, right? And so that's where that balances out. It's like, well, yeah, you're gonna give me that small service, but when I have to give you mine, it's gonna be huge. So
It's gonna cost my life or my freedom.
yeah,
So make me the
yeah,
goddamn
or someone
sandwich.
else's, or someone
And
else's.
make it tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to live with that, and I'm gonna have
But
to live with that. So
you brought up a great point, KB, because it is, just being a woman. Even though I wasn't married to this man, we still shared a household for 5 years. It's like that it never stops. It's very constant to make sure everybody's good, everything's bought, everything's full. He gets off at this time. There's this, it's constant. So it does seem small, but like, you know, because we're not constantly getting robbed. You know, that's so our life isn't constantly in danger as if, you know, so it's like it does balance out a lot of those little things. I noticed too with men, just, and it's not all men, but just, you know, my presence or whatever I have to give, blah, blah, blah. Like, they begin healthier, like you be looking finer, you more hydrated, you got the right nutrients in your body, like them little protein bars and Subway sandwiches that you was getting to get by, like now you have whole meals, now you have the right stuff that you don't even think about. We're like, you know,
that's interesting though, Jamie. It's interesting that you say that because, you know, that's true. A lot of times a good woman in your life and in your circle upgrades your life without you even noticing by small increments, right? But it's like you said with the dude, oh, well, we're not getting robbed every day. Well, this kind of shit's not happening every day, but that's not always a coincidence either. See, a lot of the shit that you're not necessarily tuned into and paying attention to, dudes are always, when y'all go places and he never got his back to the door, now to you, that's just, oh, he likes to be able to, you know. But no, that's protecting your life on a small scale.
I appreciate that. I love that so much.
When you know, when it's like, hey, this event is letting out and we're getting close, we're gonna be over here by the exit. Like in your mind, that didn't, when you get home, that didn't save your life that night. But those little things are equivalent to the way a woman can upgrade him. So all of this shit is constantly being done, and the other person ain't even really aware of it. You know?
Yeah. I agree. Great.
Yeah.
No,
When he checks your tire pressures and makes sure that your shit is inflated the right way. Now you don't know that caused you. You don't know that caused you from going off a cliff.
50 and it's supposed to be on like 36. I didn't know. I was trying to build it up till it blew up. I don't know.
And when he did that probably kept you from causing a pile up. But I mean, it's hard to quantify shit that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And girls, just, I don't know if it's too late. You might have already cut the video off, and if so, this is on the cutting room floor. But if you are fucking a dude, like literally having sex with a man, and you know, and making him a sandwich is a bridge too far, it's time to really examine some of your choices. It really is. I mean, one of those things should be way bigger than the other, and you can figure out which one. But that's, yeah.
Hey, you know, we got to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, get us out there, put in a comment down there in the sections, because I know you had something. I know you wanted to say something. You wanted to say something.
Share it to all your homegirls that ain't never making a nigga a sandwich. Hit that little arrow button and let them see it. Let them cuss us out.